Spooky season is upon us, folks. It is my favorite time of the year. The weather's getting cooler, the leaves are changing colors, there's just this spooky era in the air. Pumpkin spice is back at coffee shops. I mean, come on, so good and tasty. And then your Halloween decorations are going up. And honestly, mine would look a lot better if it was darker in this room, but I do all my recording in the middle of the day. So that's just the way it's gonna look, okay? It's how it's gonna look this video. But I'm also personally a huge fan of the horror genre, whether it's in movies, TV shows, or video games. And in terms of the Nintendo Switch, there are plenty of spooky games at your disposal that you can play to get you in the Halloween spirit. So what is going on, everybody? My name is Nico, and today I have compiled a list of my favorite spooky horror themed games that you can play on your Nintendo Switch to get you in the spirit for Halloween, okay? Also, if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subbed for more Nintendo Switch stuff. We talk Switch stuff here all the time. At least 2 to 3 videos a week is what I aim for, and then I try to fill the gap with shorts. A lot of fun stuff here, so make sure you are subbed for more. But let's talk about spooky games on the Switch. So the first game on the list is one that I absolutely love. It's easily in my top 5 favorite games. And it's because it's so unique and it does something so well that no other game has really been able to replicate it and have as much success as it has. And that game is Dead by Daylight. This is a multiplayer horror game where 4 players play as survivors who are working on generators in order to turn the power back on the map and escape a killer who is being controlled by another player. It is a fun game of hide and seek essentially, and it is like Smash Brothers when it comes to crossovers in the horror genre, because there are so many crossovers in this game with fan favorite licensed characters from movies like Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger, but also video games like Pyramid Head from Silent Hill and Nemesis or Wesker from the Resident Evil series. This game is one that you could put so much time into and have a blast with your friends no matter what platform they play on, because this game also features crossplay. I seriously cannot recommend this game enough. I have been streaming it over on Twitch. It's exclusively what I stream on Twitch, so if you want to see me playing it, check it out there. And also I have a separate channel that I will be posting a lot of DVD content to. It is just titled Nico. There's a link in the description, and there's also just a link on my main channel page if you want to see more DVD stuff. But seriously, this game is worth picking up on the Switch. I have a full review if you want more information. The next game is another one that I've talked about recently here on the channel because it's one that I adore. I think it's easily my game of the year, and it's just so unique, and that is Cult of the Lamb. Now, this isn't exactly a horror game by definition. The themes and story of the game, I personally feel, fits the spooky season vibe very well. If you're unfamiliar with Cult of the Lamb, in this game you play as a lamb who is sacrificed at the start of the game, and in death meet a powerful demon who promises to return you to the land of the living if you raise a cult in his name. This game combines roguelike elements with a village sim for a really unique gameplay experience, and the soundtrack, gameplay, and art style has made this my personal game of the year contender for 2022. The next games on this list are part of a series that I am a huge fan of, and I am so pleasantly surprised at how well they run on the Nintendo Switch system. I played Outlast for the very first time on my PlayStation 4 when it was a free PS Plus game, and I fell in love with the series after that. When it dropped on the Switch, I had to pick it up, and I ended up playing the Whistleblower DLC on my Switch and was super happy with how the game performs on the console. Both games' use of lighting and night vision cameras add a huge layer of suspense in terms of battery management and being able to actually see the people and creatures coming after you, and the locations you visit in each game are perfect for providing an interesting and terrifying backdrop for what plays out in the story. The entire series is on the Nintendo Switch with all the DLCs, so if you're interested in it, be sure to check it out. I cannot recommend this series enough. I love it. Next up is a series that is loved by so many people, and that is Resident Evil. Now, before I get into it, there are 2 versions of Resident Evil that I'm going to be talking about here in this instance. The first are the original games. There are collections on the Nintendo Switch that you can buy, or you can buy them individually on the eShop, but these classics are iconic horror games that have held up pretty well over the years. I'm currently playing through the first Resident Evil game for the first time, and I'm extremely surprised at how well the game introduces these scary themes and how some of these jump scares are still genuinely scary. The other Resident Evil games on the Switch are the cloud games and some of the newer Resident Evil games. Resident Evil Village and later Resident Evil 7 and the remakes of 2 and 3 will be available on the system. Now, I want to put a little asterisk right here in the video. I want to put a little warning out. These are cloud games. Now, if you don't know what that means you do not have them natively installed on your console. You have to have a very stable internet connection in order to play these games on your Switch console. It kind of removes the portability of the Switch. You remove the Switch factor from the Switch because you want to be near your Wi-Fi, wherever it may be. But I feel like these are very solid ways to play this game. I recently made a video where I talked about how I played the Resident Evil 8 Village demo on the Nintendo Switch, and I have a whole video breaking down my thoughts on cloud games on the Nintendo Switch, so if you want to check that out, be sure to. But I think if you only have a Nintendo Switch, if that's your only console at your disposal, this is a fantastic way to play these games if you have a stable enough internet connection. I highly recommend it, but the first one is going to be coming out October 28th, so you will have to wait a little bit to hop into this one. I would highly recommend as well playing the demo and trying out to see if your internet can handle the amount of, speed that you need to play these cloud games. There is a demo for each of them. Be sure to try it before you buy. But seriously, really recommend it. The games run really well. They look really good. I think it's a fantastic way if it's your only option. The next games are another one that are really, really loved by a lot of people, and I really enjoyed the first season. That's the Walking Dead Telltale Games. Now, truthfully, like I said, I've only played season 1 of these games, but I loved every minute of it. It is a fantastic story. The Telltale formula of letting you essentially play a TV show, making choices that affect how the story progresses, is so gripping, and The Walking Dead Telltale is so well done. If you're looking for a more laid-back experience with less gameplay and more story this spooky season, these games are the way to go. Now I want to talk about the Bioshock Collection on the Nintendo Switch. These games being included might surprise some, but the first 2 Bioshock games definitely have a spookier side to them, and I feel they fit this time of year very well. Not to mention these games run incredibly well on the Nintendo Switch. This collection includes 3 Bioshock games with all their respective DLCs as well, which is a lot of bang for your buck. The only thing is I should warn you in regards to picking this one up is that you have to install all of these games onto your console as they are not natively stored on the game cartridge. So if you pick up the physical version, you'll need a fair bit of extra space if you want to play all of them. And the last game I want to talk about in this video is one of Nintendo's very own games, and that is Luigi's Mansion 3. This game is so packed full of charming character and has spooky vibes all throughout while still being incredibly lighthearted and fun. I adore this game. Not to mention, it is still one of the best looking games on the Nintendo Switch to date. The haunted hotel the story takes place in has so many different floors, each with their own themes and puzzles to solve. This game is an absolute treat and is, in my opinion, a must-play Nintendo Switch game. But that is going to be it for my list of spooky Halloween games to play on your Nintendo Switch. Let me know if I missed one in the comments below. I'm sure there's a bunch like, Little Nightmares and stuff like that. Stuff I haven't personally played, but please leave your comments below with games that people should check out. That's the whole point of the video, is to get people in the spirit, the Halloween mood. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, that's going to be it for this one. If you found the video entertaining and helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Nintendo Switch stuff. Be sure to check out Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink you put into your water. You shake it up. It's super good and tasty. It is 0 calories, 0 sugars. It's just super good stuff. If you don't like energy drinks, though, they do have a hydration flavor. I got it right here, actually, and that's what I'm drinking currently. No caffeine in it. It's super good. Strawberry banana, really good stuff. It's basically like Gatorade at that point. So 10% off with code Nico. Be sure to check it out. And like I said at the start of the video, if you want to see me playing DBD, be sure to go check out my stream, all that fun stuff, and my other channel, Just Nico. Check that out. But if you want to see more from me, be sure to check out that cloud video that I was talking about earlier. Is it worth playing games on the Switch, on the cloud? Check that out. Also, be sure to check out this list of upcoming games that you need to be aware of for the Nintendo Switch for the remainder of 2022. Really exciting stuff there. But like I said, again, that is the end of this video. I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace.